finally realize that your family never truly loved you, when my sister isolated me during her wedding, but not in the way I expected. You see, during Sarah's wedding last year, she gave out all her bridesmaids these gorgeous Tiffany necklaces. Everyone except me got one. I got an Ancestry DNA kit instead. And to make matters worse, during her speech, she stood up there in her $40,000 dress and talked about how I was still finding myself, and that maybe this gift would help me discover who I really was. She said it in a tone like she knew something I didn't. Everyone laughed, thinking it was sweet, but I just sat there, mortified because I had a terrible gut feeling. A week later, my dad came back to visit, and his whole demeanor changed when he saw the DNA kit box on my counter. His face went white, and he actually grabbed my shoulders, begging me not to take it. He kept saying some things are better left unknown. I felt bad, but I told him I'd already sent it in, because honestly, I was curious. He literally staggered back and whispered, "God help us all." 2 months later, my whole world exploded. I got an email about a half-sister match. This woman, Claire, reached out immediately, and I could feel the desperation in her message. She had stage 4 kidney disease, and her mom wasn't a match, so she turned to DNA testing as a last resort to find more family. My heart broke for her, and as we talked more, I discovered she was 30, which meant she was born 2 years before me. That made me sick because it meant Dad had an affair. When I confronted Dad, he literally crumbled in front of me and said he knew this day would come eventually. Before I could even figure out what to do with this information, he ran straight to Mom and told her everything. Her reaction made my skin crawl though, because she wasn't nearly shocked enough. Then Sarah showed up because of course Mom called her immediately. She went straight for my throat, accusing me of trying to destroy our family with my attention-seeking behavior. When I tried to explain that Claire was literally dying and needed help, Mom said that wasn't our problem. 3 weeks later, at our monthly family dinner, I noticed something sparkling on Sarah's neck, and my heart just stopped. She was wearing my grandma's pearl necklace, the one my grandma promised me before she died. I was supposed to get it on my 30th birthday, which was only 2 months away. When I asked about it, Sarah actually smirked and said Mom gave it to her as a pregnancy gift since she was the only one carrying on the family legacy. Mom jumped in saying I was too busy digging up the past to appreciate family treasures. Despite my family treating me like garbage, I met Claire and her mom, Patricia, secretly. I'm apparently incapable of not helping people even when my own family acts like I'm dead to them. The second I met Claire, I offered to get tested as a potential donor, because how could I not when someone's life was at stake? That's when Patricia dropped the bomb, showing me old letters and bank records proving Mom knew about everything from the beginning. She'd threatened Patricia and paid her to leave town, all while staying with Dad. She wrote to Patricia about how she made her hate her own firstborn because she looked exactly like her father. Everything suddenly made sense why Mom always favored Sarah, why nothing I did was ever good enough, why I was always the disappointment. I got tested immediately and spent the next week checking my phone obsessively for results. When the call came that I was a perfect match for Claire, she sobbed with relief, and I immediately agreed to donate. Surgery was scheduled for the week after Thanksgiving, and I stupidly thought I could share this as good news at dinner. The second I mentioned Claire's name and that I was donating a kidney, Mom went completely rigid. Sarah exploded screaming about me giving an organ to some random stranger, and I calmly explained, "No, she's our half-sister, she's Dad's daughter." The room erupted as the extended family started connecting dots. Mom tried desperately to shut it down, but the truth was spilling out everywhere. Dad finally admitted to the affair in front of everyone. Sarah's perfect world shattered in real time, and she started shrieking that I destroyed everything. Her husband looked absolutely disgusted and just walked out without a word. Then Mom turned to me with more hatred than I've ever seen and said, "This is why I never loved you like Sarah. You're just like your father. You destroy everything you touch." Even after that nightmare, I went to the hospital because Claire needed me. I might be a doormat, but I keep my promises. They were wheeling me into surgery, and I actually felt good about doing something that mattered when suddenly a nurse rushed in with panic all over her face, saying there was a huge problem. Trust me, what happened next will make your jaw drop. Full story linked below.